Hi, today's date is May 27th, 2021. For today's video source inspection, we're filming a fully refurbished 870S model spin rinse dryer with PSC-101 controllers. Due to confidentiality reasons, I will not share my customer's identity with you, but their PO number for their purposes is 230-14663, and they're located in the state of Colorado. So we're going to discuss our refurbishment process, our spare parts and service support, as well as list off some equipment we provide at Sitek while we run a recipe. So up top, we have a 4-inch rotor, and we also are running 4-inch in the bottom chamber. I'm going to do my best to start them off at the same time. Okay, we're in our rinse. We'll be doing a 60-second rinse followed by a 10-second purge, going into our high-speed RPM dry 1, followed by a 210-second dry 2 where we slow it down and let the heaters really do the work after slinging off excess water in dry 1. Well, when we hit the purge, the water will begin to start swirling, and then as the recipe goes on, there will be less and less water droplets until the end of the cycle. Okay. Every SRD that goes through a refurbishment at Sitek goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take it and we break it down to the component level. From there, we chemically clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as inspect all other parts for function. Once all parts are prepped, that's when we start building the bare SRD head assemblies from the ground up. So no poly, what's under the hood, in other terms. All right, so we're speeding up. As you see, the water is starting to swirl in our windows, and we're going to have less and less water as the recipe moves on. Once we build the head assemblies up, that's when it's placed in our dry QC checkpoint, our dry quality control. This is where we inspect the SRD and do testing for function without any facilities installed. Once the tool passes this checkpoint, we move to our wet QC checkpoint, wet test, wet quality control. This is where we inspect the bare SRD head assemblies with facilities installed. Excuse me. Lastly, the SRD goes into our final test configuration, which you see before you today. That means if there's any poly, you'll see it. This is how the tool is going to look in our customer's fab, hence the term final. Also in our final test, we do over 50 various process recipes with different RPM speeds and times, and film a video source inspection to ensure that all tools are ready for plug and play installation to our customer's fab, and we have documentation so they can see it. Some customers even like to approve the tool before they receive it. So this is a way that we can connect with them without them physically coming to Sitek. Also, I do want to note there is no mask on today, as it is too difficult to hear me in the video. So we do no mask for the video, then it goes right back on. We take COVID-19 very seriously and are following all protocols at Sitek. So we're nice and smooth. We're just finishing our dry 1. We're going to go into our dry 2, and we're going to slow down. All right, so as you see some water just sliding off the window when we slow down, we're really letting our heaters do the action here. The purpose of the high RPM dry 1 is to sling water off the wafers and cassette while we heat up. So we're nice and smooth, back at low RPMs. The tool's running great so far. Let's go into our spare parts and service support. Sitek is the worldwide leader in semi-tool SRD spare parts and service support, but that's not all. We're also the worldwide leader in Vertec SRD spare parts and service support. We purchased that SRD product line, the Vertex, from Martech just over 2 years ago, and we are now the OEM for Vertec SRDs. So if you have any Vertec SRD parts, repair service, or refurbishment needs, you can also come to Sitek. Let's talk about semi-tools though, because that's really our bread and butter. We provide 100% of the spare parts and repairs necessary to upkeep your semi-tool spare rinse or dryers, the SRD. Parts we provide include start and stop switches, door seals, windows, pressure switches, solenoid valves, ACR valves, N2 filters, anti-static eliminators, rotor stop positioners, tach sensors, any part you can imagine, heater blankets, N2 heater cartridges, we can provide. We are the worldwide leader in spare parts and service, so anything you need. Parts we repair include the controllers such as the 101, the 102, 328, and 228, amps, including the LC4s and LC5s. We rebalance rotors, and we repair motors, such as the brushless and the brush types. Okay, so we have, just about a minute and a half to go. I've gone over our spare parts and service support. I've gone over our refurbishment process. If you want information on anything that I've discussed, give us a call at 916-797-9000. Visit our website to see our catalog, www.sitekprocess.com. Through our website, you can submit a formal RFQ, or you can email us directly to do so at sales@sitekprocess.com. If you look through our YouTube channel, you'll also find other equipment that we refurbish in addition to the SRDs. But now we're talking about equipment, let's talk about what else we can provide you. Obviously, we provide semi-tool and Vertec SRDs. We can provide box washers such as the HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mask cleaners including K&S and Ultra T models. Metrology tools including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of microscopes too. We're not just limited to SRDs, we can help you with many of your wet process needs here at Sitek. So just over 30 seconds left. Looks like the bottom head has 50 seconds left, so we'll adjust that recipe later on. You don't want to open the door too early when the recipe ends. You can cause damage that you do not want to your SRD. So you want to make sure that not only does the clock strike 0, but the RSP fires the rotor into the 12 o'clock position, and the door seal releases all air. Okay, so 2 seconds left. We're at 0. At 75 RPMs, that RSP in the back will fire. Boom, there it is. We're at 12 o'clock. But door seal just released the air. Now we're good. We have warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water in the bowl. This is a good thing. You don't want your bowl to be bone dry. And wafers are dry. So we've had a successful process run up top. Let's go ahead and open the door down below. We have warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water into the bowl. A warm, dry cassette and wafers. So, this has been a successful run of our customers' 870S, fully refurbished, semi-tool SRD. We thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you next time.